I went through a bankruptcy. I lost everything, and really caused me as I hit this low point to do the deep inner work and I start questioning like my own identity because I had gone from Captain America, like can't lose, West Point grad, Army
Yeah.
Ranger, all this stuff. And then in 3 years, I went through a divorce. I left the only job I'd ever known in the military, my own identity. And then I had
Yeah.
started a company and failed, and I lost everyone's money. And so it was a moment of reflection of like, wait a minute, who am I? And recognizing I was really through my entire life, even though I was accomplishing things, being driven by fear. I was being driven by the fear of not being enough, of not mattering, of feeling like I had something to prove that I had to achieve in order to feel valued. Um, and so I did a lot of deep inner work on like, who am I as a person outside of the job function I have and my role in society? So much of our identity is, it's easy to attach to our job, on our business, or even our family. And then what happens if that gets taken away, right? Like we see this with stay-at-home moms. This isn't just like soldiers and CEOs, like who raise kids and if their entire value about themselves and their identity is like, my kids need me. What happens when they don't? Are you now
Yeah.
worthless as a human being? Because it can feel that way. It can feel that
Yeah.
way, right? What happens when you pour everything you have into a company for 10 or 15 years, 20 years, and then you sell it, you get your big payday, and then after 3 weeks of vacation, you're miserable with a stack full of cash. That happens. I meet those people because your
Yeah.
identity you never actually established. You avoided establishing who you were as a human being and your value as a human being outside of what you do. And so that's the type of work that took me into conscious leadership that propelled me. Then I also started my own with a couple of investors, a non-franchised Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA gym called
Yeah.
Legion Jiu-Jitsu. We grew that to 3 locations. We sold one. We still have 2. It was running great. And after a few years, from the ground up, being the CEO, the CMO, teaching the kids classes, scrubbing the toilets, selling the memberships, I got it to a place where, at one point we were worth multi-million dollar valuation. And I had a CEO that runs it, GMs in each location. And so that's when I got my formal education in coaching and did this. And I've been sort of figuring it out for 5 or 6 years and then recently joined Novus Global. And now I feel after being on my own for 5 or 6 years, now being part of a team again, this elite team coming back to that idea. And
Yeah.
I'm seeing the power of being a part of a team and people who push me and give me feedback and call me on my BS to get better. And because of that, my coaching business this year is going to 2x what I've done ever. And I'm
Wow.
having more fun doing it. And I have more energy. And my clients are getting transformational instead of just good results. So that's a long answer to your question, but it's been a journey. And I would just say that it really starts with a desire and a commitment to ask yourself like our favorite question at Novus Global, which, I used to talk about like chasing greatness. And to me, greatness is chasing this question is what am I capable of?
What
So
am I
it's not
capable
about
of?
being the
I like
best.
that.
And it's not about comparison. It's about what are you capable of and what are you going to create in this world and as a human being holistically. And if you can chase that question, you will by default be a leader because you will inspire and influence and empower others to do the same.